What's up? I'm Noelle at Noelle's Notions, and this is Fame by the Flame with Bugbee.
The fuck's going on? It's your boy Bugbee official.
Hey, so let's keep
No
that
games.
same energy, right? Let's keep that up. So, this is the real you in the flesh, and I'm excited to have you on with all this energy that you're putting out because it comes, of course, and it comes through in your videos. You have a lot of videos to date. I'm curious, what's your favorite one?
My favorite video, well, the new ones that I have coming out are definitely my favorites. The new Walk of Shame video I got coming out. But my favorite video I have out right now, I would have to say, is Broken Bottle.
Okay.
It's my favorite video.
And why is that your favorite one?
I think it's my favorite video because I feel like we were just trying to push the cinematography to a new level with just like more movie style scenes, more just kind of interaction with the camera. How we just shot things was just way different. Using the wilderness. I backflipped off the bridge when I did it, so that was like...
That was real?
Yeah,
you didn't have a stunt double for that?
No. There's no stunt double. I'm backflipping off everything. I'm not playing that game.
Well, and it's funny because even between your actual music videos, you have all these like funny videos of just you and your friends doing wild ass shit. Like, you know, like kind of like good old boys kind of. There's one with like you all covered in mud or something.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that one, it wasn't even mud. It was way worse than that. It was paint. So.
I thought it was something else, so that's good.
The shit that we do for videos to try and make good videos, which that one probably won't even ever see the light of day. That was just, I was in the studio at Doodad Studios. Shout out Doodad Studios. And I'm sitting there, and they're on top of a ladder with a metal pipe and a giant bucket of black paint. And I'm standing there damn near naked. And I'm shooting this video where I'm supposed to just be angry, yelling I'm yelling as I got paint all over me. And it touched every single part of my body. So I had to go to like a pressure washer at a car wash. And they had to like actually spray it off me, which was no good. It actually hurt really, 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 really bad.
Yeah, I bet.
The pressure washer was no joke. And then I found out after that we were on the wax setting, so I waxed my whole body for 15 minutes. I literally sat there and you could just pour the water on me after I tried to switch it, and it's just rolling off of me. And I'm just like, what am I about to do?
Oh, man. Yeah, so all your videos are really real life. Like, they're true to your actual character.
We're going all out. We're doing everything we can to just try and make it something different. Just push the limit as much as we can with every video.
Well, but even though you're pushing the limit, you're not forgoing quality. I know that we had a conversation earlier about you saying that, you know, the bar in Sacramento hasn't risen here, and you're not only meeting it, but you're trying to, like, vault over it. So with that in mind, how does that come into fruition with the production of your videos? Like, who produces them? How do you come up with the ideas for them? You know, is it mostly just your friends kind of truth or daring you, and that's how the paint came about?
I wish it was as simple as just the truth or dare, but like when it comes to all the video production, it's really like Mikey Rare is number one. He's the hands down he's the guy that really makes all these things come to life. Like Mikey Rare. Shout out Mikey Rare. Yeah, Mikey Rare is the guy when it comes to that. He's super creative. He honestly takes the time to really write out the treatments, schedule everyone, book everyone with the help of me and Ted Digital. And, like, it's really just us as a core unit that brings it all together. Joe shoots. He's the guy that shoots it because even just when you're talking about stepping up the production, like, we shoot with the red camera, you know. That's an $80,000 camera, you know, and not including all the stuff you need to have to shoot with it. So we're just putting our best foot forward every single time we're doing something. We're not holding anything back, whether it's props, locations. Like Broken Bottle, I bought a car and I destroyed it with a bat, you know? Like I literally, it was Mikey's car. I bought his car off him and he was just like, oh, I bought his car, and we just started beating it with a bat, lit smoke bombs in it.
Oh, man.
I was actually drunk on the bridge when I backflipped on it because we kept doing the scene over and over. I'm like, yo, I forgot I wasn't actually supposed to drink, but I'm buzzing. And I still had to do the scene. But I just feel like it's definitely a team effort when it comes down to it. It takes there's so many of us. My last video, there was probably 10, 11 people on scene, you know, with actors. We just had one person that was handling the food and water and making sure everyone had what they needed just as an assistant. Like, it's actually like an all-out production. The last one was like a movie scene, like a full-on movie set.
Yeah.
It was intense.
Well, I can tell the energy that you bring to the set probably has a lot of people who need to, like, tame you a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, it's friends and family, right? You brought up Ted Digital. You're actually a godfather to his son, right? So
Baby Zane.
So how does that work, you know, with your family and your friends? It's like they're also your, you know, worst critics in the sense that they push you to be your best. So how is it working with people that are so close to you?
It's honestly crazy because me and Ted Digital, we met in a studio, and I had bought a beat off of him, and we were just totally vibing the way his production. That man can play any instrument. he can play, he can sing, he can songwrite, he can rap, he can do all the above. So I was just super impressed by him, and he just saw something in me. So we started working together, making that happen, and then we just became best friends, you know? Like, that's, like, one of my best friends, 100%. And the same with Mikey Ray. I went to high school with him. Like, even Hobo Johnson went to Del Oro, my high school. So
shout out Hobo Johnson.
Shout out Hobo Johnson.
And Love Makers, they're killing it on tour. You know?
Oh, my God. I'm a super fan.
They're making Sac proud.
Oh, yeah. Even my girl loves it. Wake up and I hear Hobo Johnson every single day. I'm like, God damn it. I love it.
You're like, play my shit.
Play my fucking song. Why always gotta hear? God damn it. No, I love it though. I'm super proud of him. Like that, Frank is absolutely killing it. Hobo Johnson and the Love Makers they are up right now.
Yeah.
And that's just like setting the bar so high for Sacramento too. That's why like I feel like with the video production, when it comes to us, like I was saying, we're all Hobo Johnson and the Love Maker are friends, you know. Mikey Ray is one of my best friends. Ted Digital's one of my best friends. It's besides music, those are my people. And then when we get together, we just honestly push each other to like that limit. Like we have a goal, and that's to be the biggest artist in the world and the highest that we can go, and we're gonna do everything we can to get to that point. So we don't hold back when it comes to the video ideas. I'm the one that actually is telling them all the time. It's a little too much. Like, how are we gonna get 60 people in one area to have this outfit on, to do this and that, to do that? I'm like, bro, you guys, this almost isn't even possible. But
well, I mean, it's streaming big though is what's gonna get you guys to the top, and especially the top together. You do a lot of collaborations. Just speaking of a couple, first and foremost, Hot 103.5 has definitely put you up in the city scene, and especially playing your song on the radio. So like, what was that feeling? I'm always curious, like hearing your song on the radio. You know, like what. How
I cried.
You cried?
I cried. I totally cried. So how that all came about
and that was Fast Money.
No, that was Walk of Shame. So I've had 3 songs played on the radio, and they all played them back to back, one after another, after another, after another.
Okay,
like,
so were you like first like, what is it, the stage, like first excited, then you're like reflecting and then crying? That was all 3 at the same time?
The last time I heard it played, I was inside and I get a message from Freeze, because he'll try and give me the scoop and let me know, like, hey, don't forget your song's gonna play today. And it's like the whole world just comes crashing down. I'm so excited. I'm calling people. I call my mom. Run out to the car, and I'm sprinting out my house trying to film it on Instagram. I'm like, everyone, Walk of Shame's coming on the radio at 5:55. Get your ass in the goddamn car. Because it's just it still feels like a magical moment every time. Because every time I hear it, I'm just like, oh, I'm getting that much fucking closer to just world domination.
Yep,
you know?
yep.
That's really how I feel like every time. I'm just like, mwah.
Well, and shout out Freeze at Hot 103.5.
Yeah, Freeze at Hot 103.5. Right? Tosh, everyone over there.
Yes, the whole family.
Yeah, it wouldn't be possible without Freeze at all. That man right there is completely like, it was just crazy how organic it happened too. Because everyone always asks me all the time, it's like the most popular question now is, how'd you get on the radio? Like, what did you do? And it's like, no, that was the most organic thing that's besides my relationship with the people I work with. You know, that's why Freeze is so involved in everything I have going on now, because it was like as organic of a relationship that you could have. You know?
I think it goes back to the whole thing of just your sincerity as an artist, and that you're genuine with not only the music that you put out, but the connections that you make. So it's not like you're saying like, hey, like, do this for me, you know, for whatever here. It's more of like, hey, you're a friend. I'm like, help me out. I'll help you kind of out. Like, we'll bring each other up in the city. And, you know, there's a lot of people coming out of SAC, like you said, who are raising the bar, who are making a name for themselves. One of them, I know Mozzie for sure. Like, I really want to talk about his influence on you and your guys' kind of journey in the music scene together.
Yeah, I would say everything with Mozzie right now, when I look to see what Mozzie's got going on, he is doing the impossible. Mozzie's doing what everyone thought that he wouldn't have been able to do or accomplish. And that's what really, for me, I just try and take that and use that as like inspiration, because if you're able to go against all odds and take any situation that you're in, you know, and then you can turn it into gold like that, and you're able to just supply a living, you're able to just be a successful artist, especially from a city like Sacramento that has the curse of Sacramento, or the stigma that people carry as far as it being, you know, a city full of haters. I just get inspiration from seeing other artists that persevere and don't take no for an answer, and that's what really I take from that situation, is just like the work ethic. You know, I like to outwork every single person. You know, if you want to outwork me, good luck, because you're not gonna wake up earlier than me, you're not gonna stay up later than me, you're not gonna invest more than me, you're not gonna I'm gonna go as hard as I can. And once you actually put that much effort into it, you know, you feel that type of confidence, because it's like,
it's consistency that once you're putting in the work, it is paying off, because like you said, you're hearing your songs on the radio, you're collaborating with big names, you're putting constant videos out that have that quality, that are bringing that attention to not only you and Sacramento, but then other artists you're working with.
Yeah.
I know you did a show with Jay Cyrus.
Shout out Jay Cyrus in the Village, Brandon Black. Woo!
At Holy Diver, nonetheless.
Yes,
and sold out. Yes.
Sold out. We sold it out. We sold it out like 4 days before we even announced it was sold out.
Dope.
Yeah, it was so much going on going into that show. Yeah, shout out Jay Cyrus.
Yeah, he did a show with Fora.
Oh yeah, he's on, and Brandon Vlad's on Fora's album. Ted Digital produced on the album as well. So yeah, they're both on that. Like, those guys are so talented. Everyone over there in the Village is just killing it right now. Yeah. His new album sounds so crazy. Both of us, because we're like, it's like the most friendliest of competition too. So like, even like Ted always just fires it up. He'll just call him up and be like, "You working today?" "Yeah, you ain't make shit today," you know? He'll be like, "You didn't do nothing today," and then we'll just go back and forth. It's just that's my brother. Jay Cyrus is that's someone I will always want to see win, and that's my guy, 100%.
Well, it's cool to see all these collaborations within the city that you guys are all so tight-knit. I mean, Brandon P. and Jay Cyrus just did Sacramento, which is also on Hot 103.5, and then as well as, you've been working with OG Music Natho, so like, how do you guys all come together? Like you said, it's obviously a friendly competition, but how do you find the best parts in each other in order to bring together like that dopeness?
I think we all have the same common goal, and that's success. To try and work with just like a positive mindset, rule with positivity and not negativity, I think that's what we all find in common, because those are all good individuals, and we're all growing and learning and developing, and all just trying to encourage instead of like, I'm not...
tear each other down.
Yeah, because like I forgot what to call it, but like when people drown, they grab anything. They will drown the person next to them to try and make it, So that's kind of like, I feel like a lot of people probably fall in that lane where they'll do anything for it, and even sacrifice their morality or who they are in order to make it and be successful.
Yeah, kind of that thing, instead of like, struggling, if you just kind of lay back on your back and float, it's like everyone will kind of win versus one trying to win over the other. So what new stuff do you have in the works? Because I know you're always hustling, right? I just saw you in LA. What'd you say? You only go to LA naked or in silk?
Versace silk. Or in the nude, posing for Playboy. All right, Bugbee's posing for Playboy here soon. If that's a thing, male Playboy, I don't even know.
Yeah, that's the only way that LA will take you.
Yeah, that's the only way. It's in Versace silk and cut off jeans with white shoes.
Yeah, so how has that transition been, like putting out new stuff kind of from being, like you said, the stigma is sacked to now, you're flossing up in Southern California. Well, down in Southern California to be exact.
For me, I am just being who I am. So, like, for me, I love wearing all types of clothes. Like, I wear black 90% of the time, I wear Vans shoes, Like, those shoes I wore down there were Adidas that my friend Miles Silvis, who rides for Adidas and LRG, those are his shoes he made. So, like, as far as, like, what I'm wearing or where I'm at, what I'm doing, I'm always true to what I am. And that's just, like, I just like carrying a certain type of energy and having that type of impact on others around me. So, if I'm, like, pulling up and I see somewhere at a grocery store, I'm always going to be like, "Hi, how are you?" Try and give some sort of positivity towards that person, because you never know how they're going to take that and the next thing that they're going to do. And when you're putting that energy out, in my opinion, when I feel like you're kind of changing the world a little bit every day. When I can make you leave and you feel good, or you're happy or you're excited and you're like, "Oh my God, that interview was so great." And you call and you tell someone about it. That's like the type of, those are the waves that I want to put in the world,
So what advice do you have then for fans who are just tuning into you then? Like, what would you say sums up your style as an artist?
Tell them to strap on a seatbelt.
Okay.
We're about to do 110. I'm coming at you like Ricky Bobby.
Bumpy ride with Bugbee, right?
Nuts. No, I would just say, I feel like everything's just totally a work in progress. Trying to develop the platform to where I can create a highway of my music and everything to everyone. That's why the radio and Freeze and everyone's just making it like, to have that audience and that moment for that brick of time that everyone's in their car listening is huge. And that's like a big, key, fundamental factor in just trying to be able to gain an audience and really start getting the traction. Because like all the music I've saved up in the catalog, I've dropped like 2% of my music, the music I have out is nothing, and it's all compared to what's coming, it's just like, I'm really just trying to figure out how I can get my fans to be able to digest what's coming. And that's what the reason and the way I'm able to do that is just through the visuals and the videos.
Yeah, well, and I know that you kind of giving everybody a snack before the full meal, which is going to be Desperado. Before we go into the whole album, you were saying you're kind of dropping little snippets. So you're making it easy digestible. So there's videos, there's your music, but at the end of it, which is going to be before 2019, right? Fingers crossed, is going to be Desperado. So what is that project? Like, what is that project to you versus some of the other albums and like singles that you've been dropping?
So the stuff that is going to be coming out, like Walk of Shame, it's way more themed to like the countryside of stuff that I got going on, to like just kind of like what's around me. You're going to see the woods, the deserts, and the visuals. You're just going to kind of get more of a taste of like
what NorCal is.
Yeah, what Northern California is. And same with like what Jay Cyrus is doing in his videos too. We're really just trying to portray what the lifestyle is up here, while just trying to make it visually appealing and very cinematic and stuff like that, obviously. But sonically, it's just really switching gears. Like, you're going to hear so much more guitar. Shout out John Wild. He's got guitar all over Desperado. He's on the entire project, him and Ted Digital. But you just hear so much more guitar. You hear the instruments have all changed. There's so much more singing in it. There's so much more melodic. There's harmonies just all over it. It's really a transition to where I want to blossom into as an artist. You know, it's really taking you into like I'm trying to carve out this whole new territory where I can live in, instead of trying to compete with all these other people that are just like fighting to do the same thing like everybody else. And I'm gonna drop more videos than that guy and do the same thing. Like, I'm here to do something way different. I don't find any competition in anyone out here, period, because I am not trying to do anything that
you're trying to make almost not your own genre, but basically like you said, like your own little niche where you're competing against yourself to be best and better than the last thing that you put out.
Exactly. That's what Desperado really is. It's kind of like that just that outlaw type mentality, I feel like, with how we're approaching it. Like, it's very Desperado's just full of bangers, you know, like it's gonna have, you know, there's more club style songs in there. It's not your typical club style songs, but just more of aggressive production on it. It's going to be much more aggressive than my follow-up project, Sticks and Stones, that I'm going to drop, that's got, you know, a lot of singing, and it's like no samples on it at all. That's what I'm going to drop on 4/5/19.
Oh, okay.
I have to drop. Right. I have to say that one. But yeah, so Desperado's really going to be like, that's where I'm coming in to put my foot in and just say, yo, you cannot get rid of me. Like, I'm here to stay, because it's going to be one of those, like, irresistible projects. Like, you're going to be like, what in the fuck did I just hear? Where did this guy come from? Stick with you. You're going to be like, where did this come from? Who is this guy, and why does his music sound that goddamn good?
Yeah, right? That'll be heard all around the world, right?
Yeah, and that's what those songs are. Sorry to interrupt you, but those songs are what's being played on 103.5. Like, that's why I'm really excited about this music, because it's what's organically going so crazy. And I get DMs of people saying, where can I download the song? Where can I do it? It's frustrating because it's not out, and I want to put it out, but I'm going to do it with the video. It's going to be exactly what I need it to be.
It'll be more of like a full project. And that way fans can kind of have like I said, it's a whole meal versus like a snack.
Exactly.
But in the meantime, they can always get a piece of you through your merchandise. And that's available online, right? Oh, look.
You know what the fuck's going on.
And my favorite is actually the Sticks and Stones long sleeve, right? That's clean.
So the Sticks and Stones, that's dope. Shout out Brandon Vlad, amazing designer, Ted Digital. Amazing, like, that's why Ted Digital can do everything. Like, if you were to try and come up with something that he can't do, give him 3 hours in a closet, and I kid you not, he will come out in a kilt playing a goddamn saxophone and a banjo at the same time.
All right, fans, so put your request in the comments of this video, right?
Yes, 100%. What do you want to see Ted Digital doing?
Yes.
No, 100%. But the Sticks and Stones merch, that was just a limited release specifically for the show. And, like, even for the whole Desperado project, we got a whole merch line.
Awesome.
We already got the colors. We already got most of the designs, you know. So I definitely plan on having, you know, a way for fans to be able to follow and just to be a part of the brand and be able to just, like, you know, wear badass clothes, you know. I really want to be able to make stuff that's, like, fun and awesome to wear. Not like you're just wearing, like, you know, a basic t-shirt, you know. We'll have a whole line of everything, from basic t-shirts to sweatshirts to jackets.
Awesome. And fans can stay tuned to that on bugbeeofficial.com, you guys.
Bugbeeofficial.com, you know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, so tune in and check it out. Get your fit all right. And stay forward to the new shirts, right? When Desperado comes out, you guys will have
we'll have a whole new line of shirts. We'll have the whole 9. Everything's on my website, my music, all the streaming platforms, Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify, any new videos, you know. do a lot of stuff.
Awesome.
Everything's on bugbeeofficial.com.
Before I dive into all the new stuff that you have coming out on Desperado, I want to dive a little bit back into more close to home and what you do for the community, because I know that not only are you working with a lot of people in SAC, but you're also doing a lot for your city. So let's kind of talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, so as far as giving back to the community, I'm always trying to just do something and trying to get that ball rolling and stay active in the community. So like last year we went, it was like 110 degrees outside. So we bought like a pallet and a half of water and put it in the bed of trucks and got ice in it, the whole nine. We had everyone, Ted Digital, you know, we had just even our friends and family, and we just drove around in different trucks handing out waters for like 8 hours. We went through like over 1,000 water bottles.
Oh, yeah.
And then we did a one shortly after that where we gave out hot dogs. So we went out and gave out like probably like almost
just in the truck with a grill.
Oh
like,
no! Oh yeah, grill out everything, the whole
Yeah.
nine. It was right before Christmas too. We all had Santa outfits on, the whole nine, and we went and gave out like 500 to 1,000 hot dogs too. Some of them, I can't remember the exact number.
You're like,
and
dogs for dogs.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah. And then right after that, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I had a bunch of weed in the car, so I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna go hand out weed to everyone. And I don't know why I'd hand out anything else in the world other than weed again, because I was at Cesar Chavez Park and everyone's there because it's right before Christmas.
Yep.
And I pull out these 2 big ass bags of weed. I probably got like close to a full unit on me. And next thing you know, people are just running out of the woodworks, out of buildings, coming in, and it got so hectic. I even have the video still. It's on Instagram, and I'm pulling out and filling in all these hands, you know? I'm putting all these hands. I'm like, oh yeah. And I keep going. I'm like, oh, there's a lot of people here. I'm like, wait. That's the same hand I gave some shit. I look up and he looks at me. He's like, oh, I'm like, you motherfucker, dude. I'm handing out to everyone. Then we had to drive around and keep handing it out. It's crazy because it's almost hard to hand out that much shit in a day. That's like when you want to do charity drives, and I also have one coming up with Friendly Farms. That's going to be a big one though. So like, that one's 103.5 supporting it. Awesome. We got Grow Biz is going to be involved and promote it. Other just big local businesses, we're getting involved with all that. And that's going to take place in Oak Park across from the community center and a couple other places downtown, because, you know, we got like 400 different giveaway bags. We got hygiene kits. We got socks, beanies. You know, we're doing the whole nine. So
for that guy who came and got 2 handfuls, he's coming around again.
We got OG Kush next time. All right, I'm gonna have some OG Kush for your ass. Put you down.
And so fans can find more information about this, obviously, on your website, on your social, so they can stay tuned. But is that gonna be in 2018?
That will be in 2018. That's gonna be in a couple weeks for sure.
Cool. So you got definitely
everything Bugbee Official on Instagram at Bugbee Official.
I was going to say, so you're definitely ending the year with a bang, you know? You're definitely having some projects. You're doing your community service, helping out other people in the SAC music scene, and talking about helping others. I also want to talk about collaborations, finishing new projects. So, you want to give us a little teaser? First on Fame by the Flame, you guys.
On Desperado coming up soon.
Yeah,
so, as many people in Sacramento know, Nate Curry is fire.
Yes, shout out Nate Curry.
Mr. Cold Shoulder. Him and his girl, I literally dance like this every time I go out. I just want to dance like this. All the time, you know? All the time. So I got, on my album, I got Nate Curry, I got Jay Cyrus, I got, not telling you the other ones, all right? I can't tell the other one, because the other one, we may not have said the name already, but there's gonna be some people.
You can't give it all away, right?
No. So, it's gonna be a surprise. People are gonna look at it and be like, how the fuck did he get that on there? You know, so I got a couple hidden gems on the project.
Well, like you said, you're making a new niche for yourself, so I'm not surprised that fans will be surprised on kind of all the new collaborations that you have coming up.
2019, end of 2018, early 2019, all of 2019. That's when I finally just really get to unleash the gun. You know, like I got so much stuff in the vault right now, from all the videos, all the stuff getting played on 103.5. Like, that's when I'm really going to start laying it down. Yeah. And then the shows, I'm going to go crazy with shows. Like, that's why Holy Diver was so much fun, because we just did it on our own terms. Like, we booked out the venue. We didn't have any openers. We just decided to do it how we wanted to do it. And that's why I feel like it was such a huge success, you know? Like, it sold out and then some.
Well, it's definitely a personal triumph, like you said, because it was like, started by you, ended by you. It centered around you. You guys, you and Jay Cyrus really killed it and sold out. And you guys are going to do, not only collaborating on this new project, but we have a show in December.
Yes, December with 103.5.
Yes. And so where can people get tickets for that or show up for that?
Tickets will be available on 103.5's website.
Okay.
I mean, we'll have links everywhere. It's probably
course.
going to be on like Eventbrite and all that. I'll have it on my website, a link for it, bugbeeofficial.com. We'll have it on Nate Curry's website. We'll have it on everyone, you know. So there's going to be it's going to be a big event. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be at the Boardwalk. So it's gonna be my first show.
Yeah,
like
Boardwalk Stick. I remember the first shows there, right?
I've only been to one show at the Boardwalk, and it was
No, I always love that spot because it's almost like, it's like people who play there. It's the underground, but it's always the people who play there that like next thing you know, you turn your head and they're making it. Like that's like if you're playing at the Boardwalk, it's like you're on the cusp, and that's what I like about it. It's because it still gives people who are local insight into their favorite artists before they blow up. So that's dope. You guys are gonna.
It's gonna be fun, and that's what I always told myself too. Like it's gonna sell out. I'm gonna make it sell out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go all out because that's where I grew up in Orangeville for like 12 years. I went to Castle Roble High School for a little bit before I went to Del Oro. I went back and forth from a couple high schools, but that's like I grew up in Orangeville for a long time. It's like my hometown, you know. So
awesome.
I'm excited. I always told myself if I ever perform at the Boardwalk, that motherfucker better sell out. So you guys better fucking sell it out. It's gonna be that one's gonna be a lot of fun because now we're finally getting the performance down, the singing and just the crowd interaction, the dialogue. It's just all developing, you know. So it's really gonna take that to the next level.
Cool. Well, I'm really excited to see you on stage. I'm really pumped for Desperado and all the new collabs that are going to be on there. And fans, please stay tuned so that we can reveal the rest of them when that comes out.
Woo! Fuck it is!
Yes, and we're keeping this same energy into 2019.
Yes,
so
I'm
don't
not playing
mistake.
no games. Coming right at you, right in the screen. Bugbee Official on Instagram.
Bugbee Official everything, right?
Yeah, Bugbee Official everything. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, the whole nine.
Got it. Letters, writing letters, all that, right?
And shout out the lovely Noelle.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate you so much. Thank you for just the most the Fame by the Flame.
Right,
Are you kidding me?
You know, you guys, I'm glad you're having a good time in the hot seat.
Yes.
Literally,
dude,
right?
I'm on fire. My ass was itching. I don't know why I was itching. I realized I'm by a goddamn fireplace.
The sweat that your cheek marks already imprinted on there for sure.
Be a hot fire.
Well, Bugbee, thank you so much for being on Fame by the Flame. I really appreciate you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Everyone, shout out fucking John Wild, Ted Digital, Mikey Rare, Freeze, Tosh. So many people I'm forgetting. SoFlaw. Shout out Noelle. You know what I'm saying? Fame by the motherfucking Flame. Desperado coming soon. Twist it. The old dick twist. Coming in hot.
Oh my gosh. Well, and you know who always keeps it lit though for us? Jay at Amina Labs. So again,
yes, shout out Amina
so
Labs.
much,
Appreciate
Jay,
you guys.
know.
Sorry for being loud in the hallway, man. I get a little rowdy. You know
It's just
saying?
pumped because the studio is so fire.
Yes.
Well, fans, until next time, I'm Noelle at Noelle's Notions, and this is Fame by the Flame with Bugbee.